Hello and welcome to Anime's Cartoons Chat. With me today I have Alex.
Hey,
I have Samantha.
Hello.
Yeah, and I promise you that is not blood on her lips. I promise.
What? That's so
looks
rude. Why are
better.
you already mocking my profile picture?
No, man, I just have to make sure people understand. Because
Why?
it's always the worst assumption. This is the internet.
Arbitrator.
Like people assume that I'm actually a potato with two hands like a loudspeaker.
You're a potato with two hands.
Yes.
That doesn't make any sense.
Do you not have two hands?
I do have. What if I only had one hand? That would have been very insulting. You know
Well,
what?
Samantha, last time I checked in the last image I've seen of you, you had two hands.
Quiet.
And if you became an amputee, you would tell me. Let's be real.
I might have mentioned it eventually, but I don't think I'd been like, Gilly, Gilly, Gilly. Guess what?
No, I think I would have been like, hey, Sam, guess what? You know, like, what? I lost my goddamn hand. And you would have been like, oh. And I would have been like, yup. And I just would have left it there in the air like that.
That sounds terrible. I would have asked why. I'd be like, oh, what the hell did you do to lose your hand? You were being stupid with a train track or something like that.
No. I've never broken a limb because I don't do stupid crap. I've never. The worst I got was there was a wedding and I was running because I was, gonna miss the cake cutting. And I slipped and twisted my ankle backwards.
Rip.
That's the
You,
worst thing that's happened to me.
you were running for cake.
Hey, man, I was in fifth grade, and cake is amazing.
Oh man, cake run. Gilly trips and falls and dies on the
Oh,
inside.
my dad got so concerned because my foot was backwards.
Ouch.
Were you like, nah, Dad, it's cool. I don't feel
No,
it.
he's just like, let's go to the hospital. And one of the people were like, well, it isn't broken. It's just severely twisted. And then I never went to the hospital. I still haven't gone to the hospital. And that was like
Now, is your foot still
8 years
backwards?
ago. My foot aligns itself somewhat sideways now.
I feel like that's bad.
Oh, it is. I have to force it to go straight. It's gotten better,
Rip.
though.
That's
Bad
a
stuff. Bad stuff just has always happened to me, regardless.
Yes.
That's a depressing outlook on life.
Oh no, but it just does. At this point, I just have to laugh because it is comedically just ridiculous. By the way, this is not cartoons. This is looking into the deep psyche of Gilgamesh.
Yeah, it's good.
Um.
No.
Anyways, cartoons, guys. Well, I think one of the best cartoons probably of all time is probably Looney Tunes and Tom and Jerry.
I was gonna say that. Actually, I was probably gonna interrupt whatever you said and scream out Looney Tunes.
And I say this on the grounds that they pioneered a genre of just hilarity.
Hmm.
Why can't you just say humor?
Excuse you. I'm sorry that I'm articulate.
Wow, thanks.
Anyways, we had a bonding moment for 2 seconds, and then I said hilarity, and then you decided to be like, why'd you have to use that word? And then it was gone.
I have no shame, so it's good.
Anyways, Looney Tunes is still funny, even though it's racist, sexist, against everyone. And I mean everyone: white people, black people, Hispanics, Asians.
Discriminatory, like hella bad. But then again, it was just an older cartoon,
It was like,
so they could kind of get away with it.
especially
Just like Tom.
well, I mean, like Americans hated like everyone a lot.
America.
And that's been the foundation of America since the beginning.
That's true. Because I'm a minority.
Well, I mean, not at the beginning. No one was a minority at the beginning. Rip. Yeah. But anyways, not cartoons. Yeah. Also, DC is releasing a bunch of Looney Tunes versus DC comics, and there's gonna be Elmer Fudd versus Batman.
That's gonna be so
That
weird.
sounds fantastic.
The art style is so completely different. That's just gonna look odd on the scale of whatever world you decide to put them in.
Well, Warner Brothers owns Looney Tunes, and Looney Tunes Bugs Bunny is the Mickey Mouse of Warner Brothers, and I cannot wait to see Elmer Fudd versus Batman. I'm going to, because it's going to be a one-shot, right? So I'm going to have to buy this comic. There's no way around it.
I don't know.
That's
A
how
guy
they
with a gun who can't even shoot a rabbit.
There's also
Again-
going to be Marvin the Martian versus Martian the Manhunter.
Art dude with like a lot of money. This is just unfair in general.
Yeah, but you see, the thing is, Looney Tunes characters have Toon Force. They cheat, because Elmer Fudd can like be blown up and shot and stabbed, and nothing will happen to him.
What? No, I guess he'll just come back. Yeah.
He went to hell and then jumped out.
For real?
Yeah, Yosemite Sam did too.
Ay, ay, ay.
They have the Toon Force. They're practically immortal.
Fair enough. Like,
Rip.
Yeah, but Marvin the Martian versus Martian Manhunter is going to be a thing too.
Which
Did
sounds
anybody ever-
fantastic, by the way.
Yeah. I'm going to have to pick up like most of these one-shots because I have to see.
who else is being paired up?
I know like Wile E. Coyote has a crossover, but I don't know with who. I have to look. I watched the video a couple days ago.
That's gonna be good. Whoever. He's pretty smart.
Yeah, Wile E. Coyote is smart. It's just that like the Roadrunner has like the luck of the gods. Because like
I think the Roadrunners should be up against someone.
give me a second. I'm gonna see if I can find the video.
Flash.
I think he might be up against Flash. I don't know. I think it might be the Rogues Gallery with Wile E. Coyote versus Flash and the Roadrunner. I don't recall.
Flash and the Roadrunner. I think the Roadrunner would win that one.
Nah, they both got a force that can like infinitely boost their speed though.
Yeah, but like the Roadrunner's luck. I mean, the Flash is basically just human. He is a human.
Let's see. DC Entertainment.
The Flash is busted, though.
What do you mean?
Oh, he has like his speed force is comparable to the Toon Force.
Yeah, like, the Flash can time travel. The Flash can play with the laws of physics to, you know, have his, for example, a punch that has unlimited mass. Like,
Yeah,
Flash is busted.
Unlimited math.
that's why it's comparable to the Toon Force, because the Toon Force is busted just as well.
So weird. I mean, it might, but the Roadrunner doesn't really do much. He kind of just runs away. He doesn't do anything. He's kind of, I think the Roadrunner's just kind of stupid. He might be secretly smart.
No, the Roadrunner's just an animal. That's all he is. Meet me.
Meow, meow.
And it's 2017. Okay, let's see.
Mm, 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 mm. Mm, 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 mm,
Okay. It's gonna be Lobo versus Roadrunner.
Who?
Oh, that's interesting.
Oh yeah, and Wonder Woman versus Taz.
Wonder Woman versus the Tasmanian Devil.
Yes. It's gonna be Jonah Hex versus Yosemite Simony Sam, and the Legion of Superheroes with Bugs Bunny.
See,
You know what's really amazing though is that all the cover art is actually good.
I don't
That makes it better.
know Marvel very well. I know Looney Tunes very well. I just don't know Marvel very well, so I understood half of what you said.
It's DC, but I'll let that slide since you're cute. Anyways, Alex, click that link.
Ay, ay, ay. Same difference. I don't know that. I don't know Marvel either, or DC. You name it. I don't know.
Obviously, called DC.
I never know. Pretty good.
Ay,
Like-
ay, ay.
Like the cover art is like on point.
Yeah, these are great.
I want to see.
I linked it in the chat.
Okay, one sec.
I have no idea why this cover art is so amazing though.
At least it doesn't.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Whoa! At least it doesn't look like they copied and pasted the Toon character in the
Wait. Is that Leghorn Foghorn with Simony Sam? It is in Jonah Hex.
Hmm?
I say it's the rooster from Looney Tunes.
Oh my gosh! It is.
He's got a gun. Oh my god. It just keeps getting better the longer I look at these cover photos.
Oh, wait. Is Batman going against Donald Duck? That's what it looks like.
No. It's Elmer Fudd. That's a hat.
That looks like a duck. Wait, is Donald Duck in this? That would be funny.
No, Donald Duck is Disney.
Crap, not Donald Duck. Daffy Duck. Sorry.
Daffy Duck, he might have one in the actual things. They go on sale this month. So at the end of the month, I'll pick up all of them. Oh, they're 48 pages.
Oh,
Is that a lot?
Yes.
Must
Most
be-
comic books are like 18 to like 24.
Wonder how much they'll cost.
Oh, like $6 each. Comics aren't cheap.
Doesn't sound cheap.
That's why I haven't bought them in 3 years. But I'll have to pick up all of them and let my parents read them too, because it seems like amazing.
Wait, are your parents into comics too?
My mom loves Wonder Woman, my dad loves Wolverine, so yeah.
Okay.
Ah,
I think the Batman versus Elmer Fudd one is probably going to be the best one.
it's Batman though.
Yeah.
Oh, I can see now if I look carefully. It is Elmer. He's gonna go bat hunting.
Yep, it's Bat season. I feel like the Roadrunner is going to be running in zero gravity in the Lobo one.
Same.
Like,
Who's Marvin the Martian going against?
Martian the Manhunter. And I'm putting a the in between Manhunter so it flows better. Martian Manhunter is a refugee from Mars. And supposedly the reason it goes terrible is because Marvin the Martian tells a sob story and Martian Manhunter relates, and then Marvin reveals that he has a death ray to blow up planet Earth. And yeah, that's the synopsis.
So the Martian dude
Which Martian dude?
from DC is like gonna defend Earth?
Yes.
Are all the Looney Tunes bad?
No. They're like chaotic neutral, most of them.
I don't know.
However, Marvin the Martian's chaotic evil.
Yeah.
Wonder how Taz versus Wonder Woman's gonna go.
I don't know. Part of me feels like it might just end up ripping her clothes. Just cause. Like, think about it. Doesn't Tasmanian Devil have a thing for, like, ripping things up?
He likes eating people's clothes and leaving them in their underwear.
Yeah, see?
But
I don't know.
yeah, this is probably gonna be one of my favorite crossovers. So has Marvel done a Howard the Duck versus Donald Duck yet?
Yeah,
They
yeah.
need to, low key, because they're both owned by Disney.
Yes, they need to.
That would be, oh my god.
I'd actually buy that, by the way. Because, like, it sounds good.
Looks like a chicken scratch.
Um. So, yeah. Another one of the best cartoons, I think, would be Young Justice, which is
Yeah.
a comic book cartoon, ironically. And it keeps a focus that children cartoons usually just don't have.
Like what?
It keeps focus on the plot. There's an overarching plot for Young Justice, whereas most kid cartoons, unless they're like story based, don't have an overarching plot.
Yeah, I can see that.
Like Ben 10 had an overarching plot, but there's a lot of times where sometimes the episode had almost nothing to do with the plot, other than the fact that at the end of the day, the enemy was related to the final villain. Any input, Alex? Sue?
For Young Justice or just cartoons in general.
It can be either one.
Well, recently I've been watching Futurama from, season 1 through
I thought
all.
Futurama was okay.
I like it, well, mostly because I like sci-fi aesthetic.
I mean, I'm not too big on adult cartoons. But like it was okay. I found it funnier than the later season. I found it way funnier than American Dad. Thank God.
Okay.
I don't like American Dad at all. It's probably the epitome of what I don't like about adult cartoons.
Okay.
Family Guy's okay. I don't like Family Guy that much either, though. Objectively, I think it's fine.
Okay.
But I've seen more of Futurama than I have of almost any other adult cartoon.
That's because it's good.
Played on Comedy Central a lot, and I was like, hey, I'm not actually cringing. This is fine.
Yeah. Anyway, that's probably the cartoon I've been watching lately. My favorite Western cartoon has got to be Rick and Morty, though, because that show is fantastic.
My one qualm is I just don't like all that gunk that's always around Rick's mouth.
Yeah, that drool, though.
Because it kind of like makes me want to vomit, and that is a very hardcore turn off. Because I get like sympathetically nauseous. Very easily.
Okay.
That has been a problem my entirety of my life. And that's actually my main deterrent from Rick and Morty.
Oh,
That
okay.
is actually the main deterrent. The second main deterrent is I don't like adult cartoons too much, so
Yeah.
seems fine from what I've seen. Fandom's not nearly as trashy as some of the other ones.
Yeah. I get that.
Where's some other popular adult cartoons? Simpsons. Felt like Simpsons was just so dumb. Like, it's funny, but it's really, really dumb. Really,
Okay.
really, really dumb. Yeah, I've seen a little bit of almost all the adult cartoons that are like popular. I didn't like Robot Chicken either.
Robot Chicken has some decent skits, but it's too inconsistent in my opinion.
Yeah, sometimes it's really trashy. Other times it's hilarious.
I don't watch adult. Blah, blah, blah. I don't watch adult cartoons, so I wouldn't know.
I've seen some of Archer. Sometimes Archer is funny.
Archer is pretty good.
I wasn't sold on the aesthetic of the animation style.
It's different, but it's not bad.
Oh, I don't say it's bad. I just wasn't sold on it. I was like, eh. No, at first, I wanted to watch it, and then after watching a couple episodes, I was like, I'm not feeling it.
Fair enough.
The joke that sticks in my mind was the one where he's like he thought a condom was he thought a snicker wrapper was a condom. That's probably one of the things that stuck in my head from when it first came out when I was a little kid.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was like, the heck's a condom? Yeah. Probably something I shouldn't have been watching. Anyways, trying to think of more adult cartoons. I think is there any more really popular ones besides that? Oh, Bob's Burgers, I guess.
I haven't actually seen Bob's Burgers, but one of my friends swears by it.
A lot of my friends swear by it too, and I mean, some of the lines seem funny, but it's only from that daughter girl because she's just depressing. Because there's gifs of it in my stream, and I'm like, eh. But usually, if I'm going for adult humor, I'll watch like a live action TV show.
Understandable.
But at the same time, it risks being sitcom-y.
Mm.
But adult cartoons also risk being really, really trashy. Because there are some jokes where I was like, that was pretty trashy. Especially in Family Guy, and especially in American Dad. Oh god, I hate American Dad so much. But yeah, I don't actually watch comedy all that frequently. In any medium. At all. I love Full Metal Panic, but I still haven't finished the parody season. It's been a year and a half.
Finished the parody season. It's so good.
I don't watch comedy-oriented things because,
So good, though.
I know it's good, and I love Full Metal Panic to death. However, it's just that I have a hard time justifying watching comedy-based things when I could be watching something more serious because more serious holds my attention.
I understand.
That's another reason I don't like a lot of comedy, adult comedy shows. Because it'll I'll laugh occasionally, but it won't hold my attention very well. It's been a thing since I was a kid, considering I've been watching stuff like Law and Order SVU since I was 7. No, I lied. Since I was 5.
Okay.
Yeah, so I have actually, that's probably one of the reasons I have a dark, grim outlook on life, but it's also one of the reasons I wanted to be a lawyer. And a psychologist. When I was younger, I used to watch a lot of crime shows. A lot. I used to watch CSI, I used to watch Criminal Minds. As I got older, it just dropped down to Law and Order SVU, and that was pretty much the only crime show I watched, and I didn't want to watch anything else. The second to last one was NCIS.
Have you watched Case Closed?
I've not.
Oh, is that with Conan?
Mm-hmm.
I've seen scenes from it, but I've never watched it.
I think you'll like it. I don't think there's I haven't watched it, but I hear that it's it's not super plotty, but somehow they all connect to each other.
There's 900 episodes, so I imagine it's good to some extent. In some regard. In some way possible.
Mm-hmm.
It's the longest running ongoing anime, with the second place being One Piece.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's longer running than One Piece. Like, Case Closed must just be amazing for it to go on that long.
There's just so many cases. He like deals with so much stuff every day.
I just can't. There's so much Case Closed.
Well, that's a lot of mysteries you can solve.
Oh, goodness. Then Law & Order SVU dropped Stabler. Wait, have you guys seen Law & Order SVU?
I don't think so.
Some, but not like a lot.
You know the main guy, Stabler? He was like a military guy in Man of Steel who sacrificed himself to kill the female Kryptonian in the Phantom Zone.
Yes.
Him. Yeah, they dropped him. Then I lost all interest in the series because he's the most relatable character.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, because he wants to beat up the pedophiles and like all the other people, and I'm like, I relate. He's like super violent, and I'm a pacifist, but I'm like, yeah, I can relate to why you're angry. It essentially gave you the outlet of anger that you wanted to release because so many people are just scumbags.
Hmm.
What's another? The DC / Warner Brothers has a really good rep for doing good cartoons.
Yeah.
I liked Lilo and Stitch the series, and I liked the
Okay.
animated movies.
Oh my gosh, I love Lilo and Stitch.
I want to have a discussion about what's the best 2D animated Disney movie.
Oh, sure. I'll play ball with
That-
this.
All right. So I would pull up a list, but I don't feel like looking through 8,000 titles.
Exactly.
Okay. That's fine.
Okay. In recent memory, objectively, the only 2D one they've done recently is like Princess and the Frog, right?
Yeah, I think that's the most recent. How about this? Let's start with our favorite, and then what we think is objectively the best.
Okay. Favorite. It's a shame I can't include Pixar in there because Pixar makes some goddamn good movies. Pixar's after this. Okay.
But that's 3D animated.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said Pixar's after this.
Okay.
I was like, it's a shame I can't include Pixar in this. My favorite. Oof. The one I've probably watched the most times is Lilo and Stitch, the third movie, where they open up the world to just like a bunch of experiments, and that's when the cartoon starts. Objectively, the best though. Let's see. Aladdin was really good.
Aladdin was really good.
How do you
I don't know if I'm out of place here, but I feel like Aladdin may have been slightly better than Hercules.
Aladdin was better than Hercules.
I like Hercules' soundtrack better than Aladdin's.
Well, yeah, they had muses,
Yeah.
goddesses of music, OP.
But also, Aladdin had what's his name? I can't remember off the top of my head.
Robin Williams.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did a fantastic job as Genie. Though apparently Disney got bad rep because one of the opening songs is like super racist, and there was an even more racist one they didn't put in the actual soundtrack.
Wait, which one?
Whereas like you might lose an arm, I think at the beginning, if you like commit a crime. It was like there was like stuff in there that wasn't culturally sensitive.
Jump ahead. That one where he's like running because he stole stuff.
I don't recall because I don't remember the music to like almost any of the Disney movies ever because I don't care.
I'm a huge Disney fan, so it's like
No, no. I just don't care about the background music usually. If the background music really sticks to me, that means I liked it.
Hmm.
Like the only music. Oh, okay. So I saw Batman vs Superman again 2 weeks ago, and the only song I remember is Wonder Woman's theme song, and that was before I even saw the movie Wonder Woman. That was the only song I like, and that's the only background song I can remember of that. Um, I just watched Static Shock, and the only reason I remember the background music for that sometimes is because like they just use the opening for the background music. So I've already heard it like 5 times in the same episode.
Hmm.
And I'm like 3 seasons deep. So yeah, I really ignore music most of the time. Like I can remember it fondly, I just don't recall any of the songs or what they were talking about.
Okay.
Um what else was Beauty and the Beast 80s?
No, it was 90s.
Okay. Beauty and the Beast was okay. I thought it was like good, but that may just be because I may not be its demographic.
Fair enough.
Um, I thought it was probably a little bit better than some of the older princess movies.
Okay.
That's just a product of age. Rip old princess movies.
I don't
Fair
know.
enough.
You don't know about what?
I liked Sleeping Beauty.
Maleficent OP.
Maleficent is a good villain.
Yes.
I love the movie Maleficent. That's not cartoon.
Maleficent is probably one of the most relevant Disney villains. Oh, I'm forgetting about Peter Pan.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Um, that was probably towards more of my demographic.
Okay.
They got like the Fox and the Hound, Robin Hood, Lady and the Tramp. Now I'm recalling all the furry movies after Peter Pan for some odd reason.
Why do you have to say furry?
Oh, I love saying furry because I love pissing off people.
Furry.
But Robin Hood is totally a furry movie. Like, it totally is. Like, Lady and the Tramp isn't. Neither is Fox and the Hound. But Robin Hood is a furry movie.
But they're all animals.
Robin Hood is animals in human costumes with humanoid bodies.
Nothing.
And then they have Arthur's movie. What is the title of that one? Arthur and the Legend of Excalibur or something? I don't freaking remember.
Oh wait, I just remembered something.
What?
So I was watching this thing this morning about Disney movies and what happened, like basically after everything happened. So after they all had their happily ever after, what exactly happened?
Hmm.
I thought it was so interesting. So basically, like,
All the princesses get knocked up and have like 6 children because that's a princess's job.
Rip.
no. So like one was Ariel, basically like dying because of like ocean pollution. Another one was Mulan, who's like, I think I'm transgender. I'm gonna get changed into a dude.
Why are you reading bait though? Because like I can smell the bait and it smells like old worms from a can.
It was
Because like Ariel becomes human, has a kid. Mulan gets a second movie, and I can't even recall what happens in that movie.
her and Shang, I think, are married. No, they're not married exactly. They have this like giant fight because Mushu wants his spot back. Something like that. He gets fired again.
Lilo and Stitch has like 9 movies. I liked some of the Winnie and the Pooh movies because those were just so cute.
All those were cute.
Then again, I have a soft spot for Winnie the Pooh, so. But I think everyone has a soft spot for Winnie the Pooh just a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Who's your favorite character?
Probably Eeyore.
Rip.
Name.
That probably goes to say a lot about my character.
Mm-hmm. I like
Actually,
and Eeyore,
I like Tigger too.
but I also
I
like
had a giant.
cute.
I had a giant life-sized Eeyore. I have no idea what happened to it.
I see.
Yup. Um, Fox and the Hound was a cute movie. I had a second movie too. I can't remember that. Bambi was another cute movie.
Hmm.
It also got really depressing halfway through when his mom just dies, and I'm like, oh.
Oh, in the second Bambi, he meets his dad. He's actually the king of the forest.
His dad's a stud because he just like bangs all the women there.
Yep.
Thumper is actually a high school student.
Is he?
No. I'm just making a joke about how high school students are really horny.
Me.
He ends up like falling for that girl after 10 seconds after meeting her.
Did you mean
Did
high
you-
school students?
Yep.
Fair
Um,
enough.
Dumbo was a cute movie, and I felt so bad for him because everyone was just talking garbage about him.
I
and,
felt
like,
bad.
I felt that in my heart. I was like, I relate. I've been bullied. I understand, Mr. Dumbo.
Mr.
Uh,
Dumb.
Yep. I was a little kid. But anyways, I like Dumbo.
Oh,
But there's a lot of good Disney movies, but their main appeal is cuteness.
hmm.
I think they're meant to appeal to younger audiences, like most.
Yes. Like it's because like Disney only became like Disney like for a while was very kitty, and then they like started getting more story oriented again with stuff like
Mhm.
Hercules, Aladdin, Beauty and the Beast was a little more story oriented than the other princess movies before that. Mulan was really story oriented and character driven. Like they just got more mature essentially. And that's why it's hard because, you gotta go like soft on some of the ones that are like for little kids. But at the same time, like if you hold them to the same standards as say if you hold Lady and the Tramp to like Mulan standards, it just doesn't work. Because they're like so because like Lady and the Tramp is like a romance story with like some serious themes, whereas Mulan is like sexism, what can you and can't do, like honor, fighting, war, the ravages of war, stuff like that. Even though they couldn't go too deep into that because it's still a children's movie.
Did you know that Mulan is actually based off of kind of a true story?
Yes.
That's kind of freaky.
Not really.
I don't like it.
If you really look, there's a lot of women who just did stuff men did. It's just they didn't get credit for it.
Yeah.
Like if you actually look in history, yeah, there's quite a bit. It's just that they just get overshadowed because they're not a man.
Fair enough.
A couple of the most famous pirates were women. I think the most famous Chinese pirate was a woman, and she only inherited like a giant armada because her husband died. Yeah.
No, my goodness.
I want to say Aladdin's probably one of the forerunners, maybe, and Mulan maybe, for like some of the best Disney movies.
I feel it.
Man, I'm hungry.
It's hard to be objective when there's probably like 9,000 that I'm forgetting. Too many Disney movies, OP.
Rip.
Same.
Trying trying to think, like, the gears are really turning in my head trying to think, oh, Treasure Planet and Atlantis were good ones.
Oh,
So was
man.
The Emperor's New Groove. I completely forgot those 3 movies just existed. And I just saw The Emperor's New Groove, like, 3 weeks ago. For the first time. I watched the cartoon, which was the school, like, where it was, like, The Emperor's New School. It was,
Okay.
like, a
Oh,
high school.
yeah, I did too. That was interesting.
Yeah. Treasure Planet is always what I freaking forget. Because, like, it's very different.
I see.
It is. Like, the art style is, like, really weird. I like the art style, don't get me wrong. I just find it kind of funny.
Because, like... Oh, I'm forgetting Tarzan.
not a
What the
bad
heck?
funny
Did I
movie.
really forget Tarzan? I seriously forgot Tarzan.
Rip.
Love Tarzan. I should just go play freaking Kingdom Hearts to remember everything.
You should. That's the moral of this story.
The Nightmare Before Christmas!
Oh, I still haven't seen The Nightmare Before Christmas, and that's not 2D animation.
That's claymation.
Yeah,
Shush.
I still haven't seen the movie. So, I don't have any opinions on it.
Plebeian, why do you do this to me?
I know, you've been trying to get me to watch it since we've met.
I'm gonna find a link to the entire movie. You're gonna freak out.
I feel like she's gonna, like, get a hacker to hack my computer and torrent it onto my computer.
I'm gonna find it right now.
Oh, God. Still haven't seen that movie.
You're gonna watch it. It's amazing. Have you at least watched any of the other Tim Burton movies? At least.
What are the other Tim Burton movies?
There's Coraline.
No.
There's Corpse Bride.
No.
There's Frankenstein.
No.
Have you watched Beetlejuice?
No.
Oh my god. I'm gonna die.
I don't think I've ever watched any... Have I watched something Tim Burton? I probably have.
God.
I just can't recall anything I've watched. But, like, I don't watch a lot of those creepy
Dying.
claymation stuff. I never have. Like, I love thriller things, but I just never have.
Ugh. I'm dying. You're killing me.
I like Sally's song cover by, like, Evanescence. Like, that's about my extent that I like. I mean, the world is interesting in Kingdom Hearts, but I don't. God, I lost my train of thought. I was thinking about something after Tarzan.
Good.
What was I thinking about after Tarzan?
Good.
You, like, completely bombarded me with a bunch of stuff that I just didn't know. Oh, yes, I was thinking about the Goofy movies.
Ooh.
Well, I love the Goofy movie.
I love the Extreme Goofy
Love
movie.
that.
I love,
Sorry.
Goofy is probably one of the funnier Disney characters.
Mm.
And the Extreme Goofy movie is, like, super depressing if you actually, like, dissect it. As it's Goofy going through a midlife crisis because his son is leaving, his wife is dead, and the only woman who's interested in him is a librarian at his son's college.
Yep.
His son then proceeds to disown him.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that movie's actually hardcore, just terribly depressing. He loses his job. He finally gets to see his son again after, like, months, and then his son's just like, why are you at my college?
He's like, basically just like, go away. I don't want you here.
Yeah. I saw an Extreme Goofy movie
really
before
love
I saw
Scene. That
a Goofy
disco
movie.
was on point.
There's also, like, the Three Musketeers.
Ooh, yeah, that's one too.
Oh yeah. I didn't really enjoy the Three Musketeers as I did most movies. But I still like it.
Also the Hunchback. I've never seen the Hunchback, actually.
Hunchback is
Uh-huh.
fantastic. That's probably my favorite 2D Disney movie.
Oh my god. I love The Hunchback of Notre Dame.
There's a lot of stuff that I didn't watch as a kid. My mom didn't want me watching Hunchback as a child because, like, when I was little, they were just so mean to him that my mom just didn't want to expose me to that.
I see.
Fair enough. Like, it's pretty brutal.
Um,
It's not bad, but
I'm probably gonna just think, and then I'm gonna remember something else, and then bring it up, and everyone's gonna be like, "Ooh, that's another good one," because it's just gonna keep happening. Um,
did we already mention Treasure Planet?
yes.
Okay. What about the? Oh, that's 3D.
Um,
What about Snow White, Cinderella, the old ones?
they're just not as good as some of the newer age ones, which is actually funny because usually as time goes on, the story degrades. It's just that they're kind of like, I feel empty.
Okay.
There's like more singing, if that's anything.
Mhm.
That may be why I don't care as much. They're not bad. They're like still good movies. It's just that it's hard to rate them now with modern standards of the Disney storytelling movies.
Why is it so hard to find it?
Because it's licensed by Disney.
I won't get this. I will find it.
I'm going to Disney
You have
World.
to watch it.
How did we not mention Pocahontas and The Lion King yet?
Oh snap! We didn't mention the Lion King.
We also didn't mention The Little Mermaid.
Oh.
We also
Man.
didn't mention Pinocchio.
Pinocchio is classic.
Yeah, it is a classic.
Oh snap!
There's Brother Bear, Alice in Wonderland. How did I forget Alice in Wonderland? Oh, The Rescuers! I remember The Rescuers. I love that movie.
I like.
That's a good film.
I don't know if that's.
That's also a depressing film if you actually think about it. Because it's two mice rescuing an abused child.
Yeah.
Oh, The Aristocats! I forgot about that one too.
Hey. I should just go downstairs and look at all the movies I have. I have all these.
God. How did we not mention The Jungle Book?
Oh my god!
I don't know.
God.
Are you just looking up things now?
We didn't mention Dalmatians.
Oh my gosh!
I'm looking at a list, and I'm just like, how did we skip this? Oh my god. That's so bad. There's a bunch in here that I've never heard of, like the Black Cauldron.
Oh, I
Oh,
watched
that's
that.
good.
It's pretty good.
I've never heard of that one.
I think it's really. I rewatched it just like not too long ago. I thought it was like it went through really really fast. I didn't particularly enjoy it as I did when I was younger.
Pete's Dragon, I guess, was one that was.
That. You can watch South Park.
I think we've mentioned all the major ones, but we didn't really talk about Princess and the Frog or Lion King. Lion King is actually furry Hamlet.
Huge.
Except Simba's so much less edgy than Hamlet. So much less edgy than Hamlet.
That's because Hamlet's an edgelord.
Oh, God,
Wait, was the Lion King originally a Hamlet thing?
Lion King is like a lion parody of Hamlet. With
Fair enough.
serious tones.
I've never read Hamlet.
You
I got
read
to skip
Hamlet.
that.
If you read Hamlet, it's enjoyable, it's just that it's long. But that's just because it's a play.
I think all things like that, like you read in like plays and like Greek mythology things, are really long. I barely read them. I barely like read them though.
Hamlet is the equivalent of an ancient Tumblr edgelord.
Same.
Let's go
It's
downstairs.
So, like, my main problem, because we have to jump off Hamlet because we're off topic again, with The Little Mermaid, for example, is that The Little Mermaid just doesn't listen to her dad, ever.
Yep.
Don't do this, Ariel. Ariel does exactly what he said not to do.
Yeah.
Blows up in her face. Oh, why'd it go like that? You know, Sebastian's like, hey, I don't know, maybe you just didn't listen to your dad. Oh, yeah, that's why.
Yeah. Basically.
What makes it worse is she's probably her dad's favorite. Because, like,
Yeah.
he spends so much more time giving her attention than her, like, 28 sisters.
I think she's only got like 12 other sisters.
That's why I said like, because I was exaggerating.
Let's look at all the Disney movies I've got. Oh, Alice in Wonderland.
I said
Ow!
that.
I hit my elbow.
Are you okay?
No.
Go tell your boyfriend to kiss it for you and leave. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Don't leave.
No way.
There's Oliver and Company. I've never seen that one.
Oh, I've watched that.
Hey, is that with the racist Mexican Chihuahua? And by racist, I mean like he's a stereotype.
Maybe.
Because, like, well, then again, I just described like a ton of dog movies.
Same.
A good portion of like the Disney movies I've seen have been in the last 5 years of my life. I just didn't see them before as a kid.
Understandable.
That is not a Disney movie. That's about to go there.
But basically, I think we have to come to the conclusion that Disney stopped making movies. You've made too many for us to freaking decide. I hate you.
Oh yeah, we were supposed to say our favorite.
Yep.
Oh, I did. And Alex got to say his favorite when I brought up Hunchback.
Yes.
Hmm.
She probably just wants to say The Nightmare Before Christmas, but can't because it's not a 2D thing.
That's my favorite movie.
Good. I have to throw in the Lee Shuan laughter there every once in a while. Because the is great.
Yes. Lee Schwen is greatness.
Oh dear God, that sounded like an avalanche.
What?
That noise.
Oh, I moved my computer.
Oh, okay. So what's your favorite Disney movie that is not 3D?
I don't even know.
Hey, let's pick a random one for her.
No, get out of here. Know your place. I'd probably have to say Alice in Wonderland.
Alice in Wonderland's a classic. Though she was tripping on acid, and I have to question what her parents were giving her.
I think he was her babysitter.
Maybe. But now we can move on to Pixar, which are just great movies usually.
Pixar, I think.
Alright, I'm gonna start for this one. My favorite Pixar movie is WALL-E.
Oh, I love
That's a good movie.
It is a good movie.
My favorite Pixar movie is probably The Incredibles.
That's a good one too.
Gosh, now I have to go look. I don't know Pixar very well.
It's either The Incredibles or Toy Story 1 because I love Toy Story. Like,
Pixar.
now we have to wait for Samantha.
This might take a while. Oh, I got it. Wait. Wait, I just lost it. Dang it! Where'd it go?
Was it like Nemo? Because Nemo's
No.
another good one.
You're Finding Nemo. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love Finding Nemo. He's just
I said Nemo is a good movie. Like,
oh. Is Monsters Inc. a 2D one? Is that 3D?
Monsters Inc. is Pixar.
No, is it 2 or 3D?
It's 3D.
Darn it.
No, we're at Pixar 3D movies now.
Yes.
When did we do Disney 3D movies?
We didn't because there's like 7 that aren't Pixar. 7 might even be pushing it, by the way.
Okay.
Let's see, there's like... Because Brave is Pixar, so right out there you gotta kick that out. It's like Tangled, Frozen.
Oh, I love Brave. That's my favorite movie. Or one of my favorite Disney movies.
Well, Brave is a Pixar movie, so that might be your favorite Pixar movie.
Disney Pixar movies. Go with that.
Yeah.
Let me think.
Can't wait for Incredibles 2, though.
Wait.
I'm just interested how they're gonna play off after like 15 freaking years of no content.
Yeah, I understand.
Did you know that there's a third Little Mermaid?
There's a third of almost every Disney movie. It's just that no one wants to talk about it.
There's no third or even a second of the Nightmare Before Christmas.
Actually, no one even wants to talk about the sequels for that matter. For the most part, it's because they were just like usually just not even close to the first one.
What about the Iron Giant?
That was a Disney movie?
I don't think that's a Disney movie.
Never mind. Ignore me.
I remember watching The Iron Giant as a kid. If I recall correctly, it was a really good movie.
That's
Yeah, it was
Warner.
good.
Let me think.
Is it up?
Oh,
Which
it
one?
is. You remember the movie Dinosaur?
Yes.
I do remember that film, but I only saw it like 100 years ago.
I have seen that movie probably like 90 times. I owned it on DVD, and I love dinosaurs, and so as a kid, I just watch it all the time.
I have it on
Okay.
VHS, though. I have the original Star Wars episode, A New Hope, on VHS.
Nice.
I have, I think it was the original Speed Racers on VHS.
Animu OP. So everyone's like, Up is amazing, Up is amazing, Up is amazing. I thought it was okay.
Okay.
Low-key, the best part of Up was like the first 10 minutes.
I was like, wow, that was some really hardcore content, and the rest of the movie is just like fluff.
Yes, that is almost exactly how I feel about Up. It has like some of the best it has some of the best silent animated storytelling I've ever seen, and then the rest of it is just kind of okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's
Never
probably because the dialogue sounds like it was written by Chihuahua on like speed.
What about Return to Neverland? That's like the sequel to Peter Pan.
That's 2D. We're talking about Pixar 3D movies.
Yes.
Did you not think Brave was your... All right, let me list off some Pixar movies. Cars. The Good Dinosaur. Monsters. Brave. Toy Story.
You said Brave
Ratatouille,
twice.
Nemo.
Where's me?
So is Brave your favorite one?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank God. We got that out of the way. So, Alex, did you see Moana?
I am not.
So
I have.
like the last two Disney non-Pixar 3D movies then? Because the other one was Zootopia, I think.
I didn't see Furries the movie either.
Zootopia was really good, ignoring the fact that it's furries in the movie. I was so happy that no one came up in a fursuit. So
Yeah.
happy. The movie is low-key about prejudice, and it does it really well.
Okay.
Moana was pretty good, and there was no romance, so I approve. Plus, it
Yeah.
has Black Adam, aka Dwayne The Rock Johnson, in it, so, there's always that.
Okay.
Ooh, chips.
And The Rock sings in it, so, there's like 10,000 bonus points for that.
Yeah, The Rock sings the song "You're Welcome."
Yep. That's the only song I remember from that. Because it's by The Rock.
I like this weird song when they were like on the boat when he figures out that they're Voyagers. Like you can't even understand them, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I'm trying to think of all the 3D Disney movies that aren't Pixar, and it's like Big Hero 6, Frozen, Tangled, Moana, Zootopia,
Wreck-It Ralph.
Wreck-It Ralph. Yeah, that's another one. That's one I always forget because I saw it like twice, and I was like, it was good. And I remember being upset because they didn't use any of the actual characters that they had to get trademark approval from for more than one line.
Mm.
That's 6. So is my rough estimate of 7 accurate?
Sounds about right.
Yeah. I think Claymation is like James and the Giant Peach and Nightmare Before Christmas. That is another weird movie that I didn't see until we were watching it in school.
Really?
Yeah, that's a weird one.
It is very weird.
I think it was cute, but I think
He's hanging out with like giant insects eating a giant floating fruit.
I think he's on something because he ends up going from this like terrible household, meeting giant bugs, living for a while in a giant fruit, then landing in like New York or something like that, on top of like the really tall pointy
Are you
tower.
saying he's a meth baby?
I don't know. He's on something. Like that's not normal.
I just... that would be so weird. It's so weird. Oh my god. But then again, Claymation stuff tends to be weird.
I don't know. Corpse Bride is claymation.
Weird.
You haven't watched it.
It's necrophilia. I don't need to watch it.
And they don't do anything!
I feel like I killed Alex. Alex, are you alive?
Maybe.
Because I heard this raspy gasp for air. After I said it's necrophilia, I didn't need to watch it.
Yeah, that killed me.
Frankenweenie is claymation. Vincent is claymation.
You're listing super weird movies.
I love creepy ass movies. Like,
But that doesn't stop them from being weird, though. Even if you love them, they can still be weird and good. It's just that they're still weird. God. Oh my goodness.
they're really good.
Whew.
Just like these tips.
Why is How to Train Your Dragon just so much better than most of the stuff DreamWorks has done for 3D?
I think it's
I don't know. I haven't seen it.
It's not cringeworthy. That's what makes it good.
Wait, isn't Shrek 3D?
Yes. Shrek is 3D DreamWorks, and that movie makes me cringe in my soul.
Why? It's so hilarious. Like,
They beat that franchise until it was dead. They
all
beat it.
those-
That and Ice Age. They also beat Ice Age until it was dead as well.
they're still beating Ice Age.
Like, they just came out with another Ice Age movie. Like, they just beat Ice Age in Shrek with a stick until they couldn't produce any more content. And I feel like they're going to beat it again just to produce some more content.
Yeah, probably.
Because, like, Shrek in the B movie created this cringe culture.
I didn't
That,
like that was
no one
weird.
liked the B movie. Jerry Seinfeld didn't even like the B movie. Like,
That was like, I'm pretty sure they like dropped hints that they were like having an affair, and she was having sex with the bee.
it's bestiality.
Which I
Emphasis on the B. Because that's how that movie is. That's exactly what that movie is in one word, bestiality. Just take out the A and add a second E. Like, I'm on week 6 of trying to watch the B movie, and I'm still only 30 minutes in. No, I lied. I'm 27 minutes in.
You just watch until you cringe so hard that your DVD player or whatever turns off.
I cringe until I'm literally debating watching Shrek to purge it. That's how bad it is.
Please.
Like, actually, I think... Which is the Shrek movie with King Arthur?
The third one.
I liked that one more than the other ones, actually, because I liked King Arthur, and it was, like, less cringy. In more,
King
like...
Arthur was hilarious. He was so relatable. He was just like, I don't want to do this.
There was also, I think, less adult humor in that one.
I love the adult
Because in
humor
the
in the
first one, what's his face? Short nitwit gets like a boner.
What? You mean Farquaad, the king dude?
I'm gonna call him short nitwit. Because it's just the F word, wad, with some letters changed. Shrek is actually just like super inappropriate for children if you look at it for more than 2 seconds.
How?
Oh, Shrek.
There's like Pinocchio wearing panties and a transvestite wolf, quote unquote. I think they call him a transvestite. No, they call him a very confused wolf.
Yeah.
Shrek is...
Like,
People are like, I love Shrek, and I'm like, but have you actually just analyzed how bizarre that movie is?
Mm-hmm.
Like, a kung fu fighting panda is so much more normal than that movie. Like, Kung Fu Panda is so much more of a traditional children's comedy than Shrek is. I'm surprised Shrek got away with PG. Because there is some stuff
Fair
in
enough.
Shrek that I'm just like...
I mean, Shrek's creators did a very, very good job at making their jokes subtle to where kids can't get it.
I wasn't allowed to watch it as a child, so I only watched it as like a young, like a teenager. So then I was like, oh god. Oh god.
So, like,
Ew.
when I watched it, I didn't get any of that. I thought it was all innocent, like the box. Like the box.
Donkey is the best character.
I agree. Like, I love Eddie Murphy.
I like that
Like-
Donkey just like banged
Donkey.
a dragon.
Yeah, that
That
was
happened.
like, I don't even know how that's possible.
It's just something that I just like sit down and I'm like, yeah, Donkey did that. I keep forgetting he did. My dad likes Puss in Boots. The Puss in Boots movie was more normal than Shrek.
The Puss in Boots movie was also full of very bad adult innuendos.
Oh, yes, it was, but it was way more normal. There was like that one scene where Humpty Dumpty says, do you know what they do to eggs in prison? And I'll tell you, it ain't over easy.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah, they made that joke in Puss in Boots. Like, DreamWorks is just like, dude, what are you doing? Also, like, they give everything a cartoon except Shrek. Because Puss in Boots has a cartoon, Kung Fu Panda has a cartoon. How to Train Your Dragon has a cartoon. Ice Age doesn't. Also, after the first movie, humans never appeared in Ice Age again.
Yeah. I thought that little boy was cute.
He's a grown man now, but he's never going to appear again in Ice Age because they beat it until it died.
Rip.
I've seen every single Ice Age movie.
So have I.
I like their 2D animation stuff way more. I like Spirit about the horse.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Like, that's a really good movie.
I think the little girl who used to live in my household, though, killed that movie for me because she was obsessed. And when I say obsessed, I mean completely and utterly
She probably grew up
focused
to be a furry.
and obsessed with horses.
Still on the.
Oh yeah, they did Shark Tale. I like Shark Tale, but that was also a weird movie.
Love Shark Tale.
They did Over the Hedge, another bizarre movie.
That was weird.
They did Megamind. I liked Megamind.
I haven't even watched Megamind because my mom took my brothers to go see that movie. Without me, I got really pissed.
They did Monsters vs. Aliens, another extremely bizarre movie.
I like that movie, actually.
They also beat Madagascar until it died. However, I like Madagascar more than I like Shrek. Let's see.
I
They
like
did
the
Trolls.
latest.
They did Trolls. They did Chicken Run.
Ooh,
I remember
They did El Dorado, which Toma and Kira forced me to watch.
I love El Dorado.
Okay. So, Alex, this is the story. So, I was sitting down, I'm like, just messaging Kira and Toma over Rabbit, and they're like, somehow we got to the road to El Dorado. I think because I saw something in my stream, and we were like going through my Google Plus streams for Cringe,
Yep.
and I'm just like, yeah, I haven't seen it, and they both flip. And I'm
Okay.
like, oh, so they have me sit down for the next 2 days to watch it. Oh, they did Real Steel. I like Real Steel. Let's see. Anything else they did? They did Captain Underpants, Home. They also did Troll Hunters after they did the movie Trolls. Oh, they did Flushed Away. That was another weird movie.
That was a really weird movie. I thought that was kind of weird and kind of creepy.
What'd you say, Alex?
They did The Prince of Egypt.
Yes, they did. I've never seen that one, actually.
Oh, that's pretty good too.
I didn't watch a lot of DreamWorks stuff because I was just like, oh. As a kid, my parents were just like, those movies aren't appropriate. And I was like, okay.
Hmm.
They did The Cruise. I didn't like The Cruise that much.
I thought the love interest was kind of cute, but the rest of it was kind of stupid.
Oh, the love interest was probably the most interesting character because he was not stupid. They gave The Cruise a TV show as well.
Yeah, I know.
Because they're just like giving everything a TV show if they can milk it.
Sounds about right.
The Bee Movie was a decade ago now.
Really? Damn, I feel
Yep.
old.
Let's see. It has a 51% on Rotten Tomatoes. How does that have a higher rating than Batman vs. Superman?
Please.
How? That should not be possible. Oh god, I have to screen share because I gotta show you what I'm looking at right now.
My body is ready.
What?
So, can you see what I'm looking at right now? This is one of the promotional images they're using for the Bee Movie.
I love it. That should be a meme.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Oh my god. There's so many things wrong with that movie. And with that, I think we have to end this very informative episode of Anichat. With me today, I've had Samantha.
Okay.
I've also had Alex.
always and forever.
And I have been Can't Cringe Binge the B Movie, Xavier. See you guys next week.